What's up, everybody? Welcome to part 2 of the family holiday special of On Display. I really do hope you guys had an amazing Christmas. I did with my family. And I hope you guys watched our Secret Santa wraps that we were talking about. I'm telling you guys, Joe, every freaking time, like literally every time. It's so funny. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. But I have the very best back with me again today. I have Miss Tara Bogota.
Hello.
And Nick Marco is back in the room with us today.
For more.
Hi. Guys, I had to bring you back for part 2 because we have so much to talk about and we just couldn't finish it.
It's insane. Like, it just keeps coming out. It's like, what?
You know, I could do like a 6-parter if I really wanted to, but we're gonna tease the. You know,
I feel like Drew Barrymore right now, like, because she just like sometimes never stops. Like, it just keeps coming out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a good thing now.
Yeah, I remember Andy Cohen said like she's just this like river of like endless, and like that was his advice to her when she started her talk show, like to like know how to like stop, and like I don't think she knows how to.
Really? Yeah. She's yeah. So that's us right now, I feel like. So just so you guys, so I can refresh you all, we left off, last week discussing that we have this text chain between our cousins, right? So it's called Quarantine Cousins.
It's going off as we speak. Literally.
It's going off as we speak.
Yeah.
I think it would be
Lisa
fun.
Simpson, like Lisa, girls, watch and learn. Husbands should ask permission before making plans. Marriage number 2 is always the best.
Oh my!
Literally, screenshot. Scott says, "Baby, can I go to Okemo with Mallory and Joey on January 12th through the 15th? Just waiting to see if Joey's good to go." And then she responds, "Of course, baby." And then he responds, "That's one of the reasons I love you, baby. You're the best." Like,
they are so annoying.
And she's just like, we're just so happy for her. I mean, we are a little like, I think a little envious sometimes.
Well, because she's on
They're
her
obsessed.
second marriage when the rest of us are all not.
Yeah, it's nice. She deserves it.
We are, but basically, so that's one of the things that's in Quarantine Cousins. How did she address that to us? Like, listen up, girls.
Oh yeah, listen up, girls. Like she just
listen up, girls. Like,
and that's what this text is all about. It's just like letting you know what's going on today in my life, but I'm gonna put it on blast in this group.
And
chat.
then she screenshots her text between her and her husband and shows us how amazing her marriage is, and it's really just annoying, right?
I know. Yeah. I had to put the chat on Do Not Disturb sometimes because it just goes off.
You do you want to discuss quarantines? So guys, I'm not gonna.
It's been around since COVID.
Yes,
it first.
Who created Quarantine Cousins? I don't even know.
I don't know. Might have been Amanda.
I'll be honest though, I was cursing their name, whoever they were, in the beginning.
You're the worst at texting and group chats to begin with. It's like, Gorga, are you there?
Yeah, no, I do not engage in a large conversation that just goes on and on from 7 a.m. till midnight. Sometimes I get baffled. I'm like, wait, who is still on their phones just like engaging in this text chain? And sometimes I get annoyed because you guys know I use my phone a lot, right? Yeah. Because I need it to like video myself and record, or I'm on a Zoom, I'm this, and it's like, ching, bing, bing, Quarantine Cousins, and I'm like, sometimes I've been rude once or twice.
The progression of you in this group chat, like who the fuck started this group chat? Like that's where it began, and like luckily she's still in it. She's still in it, and then gradually she's at a movie premiere. She sends a photo of herself just to let us know that's what she's doing tonight. Yeah. And then now
realize it. Don't act like you
now
don't.
screenshotting it to all of her followers just to promote how cool it is. Like
I am proud of it. There are certain things we do in the group chat and that I do screenshot and put on my Instagram because I do think it's funny.
Well,
it's love
have
hate
full-blown conversations between like 2 people and like the other 8 people aren't a part of it, but it's just like whatever, you're gonna sit here and
yeah, that's what gets annoying to me when the 2 people are having a complete discussion that should not be in Quarantine Cousins. It should be a private text. I start to lose my shit
of that. I feel like that is a
sometimes
difficulty.
I take it to
the
and they're like, wait, what size? What time are you coming over? What time? I'm like, whoa, guys.
Yeah.
You need to
slow it down.
You need to like cares. You need to like side text a little bit. But yeah, Quarantine Cousins it's lit. It's lit. Especially about our TV shows that we're watching.
Oh God.
Praise be.
Praise be. Blessed be the fruit is one of our big quotes that we say on there all the time because we all watch Handmaids and we are all equally obsessed. And it took us a little bit longer to get certain people to start. We were like that with Younger too. That was a great show.
Well, it's a reliable chat. Like if you need a recommendation for a show, you hit Quarantine Cousins.
Exactly.
If you need to know if this outfit is good, you hit to the cut. Like,
right.
How do you like this chandelier? Like, You know,
Right.
we just seek advice for it.
I sent my chandeliers
Oh my
through
gosh,
Quarantine
that
Cousin.
was crazy. You were
And
getting...
it's so funny how many people had so many. I love a conversation piece. Like my chandeliers are such a the ones in my foyer. The other ones are all very pretty and dainty and like not so conversational. The ones in my foyer, I cannot get over how the world was like, wait, they either
those
freaking
The jellyfish.
yes, the
in your
jellyfish. They
foyer.
either love them or hated them. It was insane. I've never seen because I think I'm usually pretty safe with a lot of things, and everyone knows my style to be pretty classical. Like, and I think these chandeliers just blew everybody away. And then in Quarantine Cousins, I am now sending videos of me walking through my house, videoing the chandeliers. And I'm like, guys, am I seeing things? Are these not amazing? Like,
You're sending us options for new ones. We're like, no, those are you. You love them. Keep them. We don't
Right.
care. And you're like, you know what? You're right. Like, I'm not listening to this noise. But
I started
We're
to listen because I'm
constantly
like,
sharing.
how I've never seen so many people disagree on a damn light before. I'm like, maybe I'm looking at them wrong or something.
no.
They
But-
didn't photograph as well as they do in person, you know.
Agreed. Like in person, I think they look like completely different lights than they do on Instagram, which is fair because on Instagram they look like they're like floating through the sky. And I do see a jellyfish now. I'm not gonna lie. When
People are always
Your
gonna have
foyer
an
really
opinion.
needs to be in a video, like, because it's so grand.
It's so pretty,
for them
too.
to appreciate it.
yes, but back to the Quarantine Cousins chain. I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with it, and I think I'm doing better now.
So
No,
much better.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I
we
mean,
all know.
I used to get stressed out, honestly, because it's like I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing and I don't want to, like, you know, but I think we all relate to that nowadays, the amount of group chats we're in.
it's like a safe place
you
of circle of
check in.
trust.
I wish there was like you could put yourself offline so people knew, like,
An
nope,
away
they're not
message.
listening.
Yes.
That would be a great feature.
Right.
Or like, don't you dare send a picture of an invitation without a calendar invite. Happens way too much. If it's not on my calendar, it's never going to happen. I'm not going to not be there.
I learned
but
that the hard way.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, you guys
like, I
got to
put it in
stop
Quarantine
doing that.
Cousins.
I don't even pay attention to Quarantine Cousins half the time because it's not. I just like. I
then
don't.
you'll-
Now you
then
can
you'll be
like
guilty of coming
tag
in hot.
somebody, thank God, to like draw attention to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, Apple's slowly figuring out how to like keep
What
up.
about the fact that sometimes we will once in a while share like a hot Instagram guy or photo on Quarantine Husbands? And one time I forgot that we allowed my daughter because she turned 17. So we allowed her and we added her in to Quarantine Cousins. And I think I sent some random hot like Instagram guy who
Like a model.
I think she purposely doesn't engage to make us want to slip up because
Right.
she
I think
so,
really
too.
never says anything.
She doesn't say
Every
much.
now and then she'll be like, "Mom,"
right.
We're like, shit, Antonia's in the chat.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Like
and
the
we're
one
like,
time I
"Whoa,
sent.
where'd she come from?" Like, it's insane. Yeah.
That she's in there.
No, that's so true. We do forget about her, and then just at the right time, she'll be like, guys, no," and we're like, "Oh shit, forgot about this little 17-year-old in our group chat."
And I'm thinking like she's in school. Like I'm like this
Oh,
poor.
you know what?
like,
She doesn't love me any more than
Ugh.
when she's in school. It's
Yeah.
like all the rest of the time, I can't get her to talk to me. In school, she's like, "Can we do this? Can we make a nail appointment? I need to be waxed. I need that." I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, my
she
God.
doesn't talk to me all day until we're in school. But anyway, let's just ask this: how often do you guys actually like? Do you ever put "Do Not Disturb" on Quarantine Cousins and not tell us, or no?
I've just accepted that it's
me
okay.
see what I'm on now.
You know,
So I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, I've put it on like that mode where it's like
Silent the
Yes,
notification.
yes,
Yeah,
because-
I
that's
let the
normal.
texts build up, and then like later
Well,
in the
if
evening,
you're-
I'll see what happened for the day.
Yeah.
And then like I try to not answer it because I always feel like Nick wants to make sure I'm being productive all day.
She's so scared.
So
Nick is kind of like Tara's boss in a
Yes,
weird
and
way.
I own that. And so I try to avoid the group chat because I'm like, if he sees my name pop up, I'm going to get in trouble because I should be probably
DM
doing
her.
payroll for one of our 11 spas.
Yes, and we're going to talk all about what Nick does for a living and what Tara does for a living. But before we do, I just want to hit on the fact that we all have really different spouses and people that we bring into our family, right? So can we explain how, I mean, go ahead, guys. I know you're going to rip me on this one. I'm actually going to let you in the kindest way that you guys know possible. Just explain the difference from when, like, you guys make these plans, which you do often, all of you, including my own
anxiety, you're
sisters,
like,
including
what?
my own sisters, about how we're
freedom.
going to have a girls' trip. For instance, like our recent Christmas trip to the city. Go ahead, guys. Just discuss how it's different for you and for me.
Well, I think I don't know. I don't fully understand why it has to be this different. Like in the sense that, like, I feel like I don't know. That sometimes I want to give you the the inspiration to like just
break through.
And like I feel like as much as like you do it, Joe does it to you, you give it right back to him. Like you guys are the most inseparable couple. It's insane. Like it's awesome, but then it's like they can be apart. It's okay. Like if Melissa goes out, Joe, you don't have to go out too, and vice versa. Like I just never forget like when you guys were so young, how like one time Joe went out and like you literally called Tara like, I don't care what you're doing, I have to go out. I have to go out. I'm gonna lose my mind if I don't go out with you right now because I can't be sitting at home if my husband's out.
Isn't that a sickness crazy?
You both do it to each other, but then Joe will be the first to be like, I don't care what she does. Don't believe her.
He
And
denies
I
it.
kind of believe him, though. I feel like maybe.
Are you kidding
It's
me?
definitely
I
little
think
woe is me in
it
that.
is.
Mhm.
No. He goes hard. So he'll imagine that, like, and we have to, like, okay, so he doesn't have a cousin group the way we do,
Yeah, but
which
he does with all the spouses. So why don't they just create their own spouses night or cousins through blood or through marriage night? Because
I mean, they could. But honestly, I think Joe gets a little jealous. So what they're trying to say here is that I get like a harder time when I'm going to go spend a weekend in the city, like where all of their significant others are like, bye, honey, have a good time. And Joe is literally pacing the house. He will talk to me about it for 4 days prior and then 2 days after. While I am there, my phone rings and we just go back and forth. And we're just like not the couple that's like, okay, honey, have a good time. Don't stay out too late. Joe's like, why are you going? I don't understand this. What is wrong with you and your cousins? Like, you guys are crazy that you guys do this. Why don't you do it with the spouse?
No, like, and I posted, you know, on my story when we're in New York, and like I see Joe saw it, and I'm like, I literally want to like duck and be like, oh my god,
Joe's
I'm so
looking at our
self-conscious.
Instagram.
Like he's gonna be mad at me.
No, I think Melissa builds that up because
No, I don't.
she's the first to be like, when we're making plans, like, all right, well, I can only stay for one night. I'm like,
She's a
here we go.
one-night
And she
wonder.
gets a pass from us. Like, no one's mad at you. Like, I mean, we are, but we aren't. Because
Yeah,
we
we're
just
definitely
kind of
mad
like, we all,
sometimes.
we respect everybody's situations.
Right.
But, you know, it's.
So, like, they were staying for what, 2 nights or
We
3?
did it
We
too.
did a 2-night cousins weekend. You stayed for, you know, over 24 hours. That was great.
That's my goal always, is
And
to
listen,
have like
she-
breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then like
And
breakfast
you
again.
called the shots. You know, this is where we go. This is the spot. This is the scene. I know. I'm in the city all the time.
Okay, Nick, but I'm usually
Soho
right.
is the place to be. We have to be in Soho, and I respect that.
No, I mean, I'm
We've
there
seen
a lot
of
more.
restaurants and gone to places that we, you know,
Would have never
we'd be
seen.
peasants in if we didn't go with you.
We're grateful for that time that we had.
See, appreciate me. But do you guys get annoyed? Like, are you at the point with me now where you're like, this is Melissa and Joe. We know how they function, and like, this is that.
Yeah, we've just accepted it.
Oh yeah, no. If it was like an actual big problem, then I think. But I feel like it's manageable.
It's manageable.
Manageable.
It's not that I don't come at all. I just,
No.
and I feel like, I think people would think I'm like the most partier of the group, and
You're not. You tire it. You're done.
I'm done. Like,
Red
I
wine's the only time you really loosen up, and that's fun. Yeah.
give Melissa
But you are fun,
Like,
and that's
even
why I'm like, I don't want
Friday-
you to leave because we're having so much fun.
right.
We had this window of you on Friday where you were buzzed, and I was like, oh my, like we lost it. Like she's sober again. I was so mad, like because like I was like, this is exciting.
I know. When I get
And
buzzed,
it's
everyone gets
weird.
very
You just
excited.
Don't stay drunk,
I don't.
even if you continue to drink.
Isn't that
it's-
crazy?
Me and Tara, unfortunately, don't have that, and we
Oh my
wish.
gosh. All right. Well, listen. Dad's never going to listen to
No,
this
so
podcast.
Tara and Nick are the ones who, without throwing you guys under the bus, definitely drink, but like, you know, like they don't lose their buzz. It stays until they fall asleep and wake up the next morning. Like with me, I go through this period of like, woo, like it's happening. Let's party. Like, and then I just,
And
I'm
then you're,
like,
at the gym the next day.
yeah, I'm like at the gym at 7 a.m. And I'm
I'm gonna
like,
go
Yeah.
to bed.
I don't
I'm
know
getting
why.
Tired more though, but your sisters don't get tired, and it's wild. To
it's
me.
wild. They're
And I
so,
I just-
respect it. and
me
I-
too.
you
it
have
keeps
to
us
respect
alive.
the
Yeah.
love, like the love of life that we all have, and just the love of like having a
for
good time.
I'm in
right?
Vegas at like 4 a.m. still gambling with your husband. I'm like, this is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
this guy is just like a machine.
Yeah, listen,
I just love it.
Joe can out like he has
Anybody.
more energy. Like he's bigger than the Energizer Bunny. Like when it comes to energy, Joe takes us all down. Right? Is that fair to say? Like the way he gets up at 5:30 a.m. and then he'll go till 3:30 in the morning, but then he'll get up again at 5:30. And when he's there, he's in. He's not just sitting. Like he is in it. Like It's crazy the energy that goes through his blood. Like, it's actually insane. All right, guys, we all know it's hard to stick with working out, especially with the new year and resolutions right around the corner. I know with all the runaround, getting out of the house specifically to work out is just so hard sometimes. Well, let me tell you about Peloton. Everyone knows that Peloton makes bikes, right? But they are so much more than just that. They also make treadmills that have tons of other classes like yoga, strength training, and boxing. I am obsessed with strength training classes. It's my thing. It's how I feel like my body changes. Peloton offers thousands of on-demand classes. They're available 24/7, and that means you can work out wherever and whenever it's convenient for you. And what's more convenient than doing it right in your home? And you don't have to be like a super athlete to enjoy Peloton because there are classes for every single level. Whether you exercise every day or you're like new to working out, Peloton can help you achieve your fitness goals. Okay, you guys can try Peloton risk-free with a 30-day home trial. This is for new members only, and it's not available in remote locations. See additional terms at onepeloton.com/home-trial. Go ahead and give it a try. You are not going to regret one single ride. But speaking of, yes, I do dip out, and I do appreciate you guys know that I have like a small window of opportunity that I actually enjoy being away from my family too, and like partying. I don't know. I get anxiety. I just get like, okay, that's enough away. I got to go. And I think that's also the relationship that Joe and I have created from day one. So I'm very used to that, you know.
It's what you know.
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
mean,
Thank
if
you.
you don't go to my bachelor party in Greece, TMZ might hear about it.
Oh my God. I am, just so you guys know,
Snapchat is
Nick
so
is getting
funny.
married. When are we getting married, Nick?
September 9, 23. That's the date. You know, we went for the date thing. But it's a wedding weekend, and
Wedding weekend, but before that,
Mykonos is before that.
So my cousin Nick, he does the bachelorette party with all the
Gays and
girls.
girls.
It's just gays and girls. So I would go to that one, right? And then Mike Masco, our weather boy, who he's marrying, would do like the guys one that my husband and like the guys would go to,
Yeah,
right?
There's
like, can you make-
rumblings about
There's-
what is Mike doing? What is Mike doing? What Nick really he knows. how to
Nick
do
is
it
really
right.
turning it
What's
up.
Mike doing?
Right.
And I told him you got to get that information out. Like we already got the group chat going.
Oh, yeah.
Melissa's
There
like,
is a
"Can you-"
separate group chat just for Greece, guys. And the anxiety I get. No.
The best is it's like how many days? Because everyone want to say everyone's like 10, 7. Melissa's like, I'm good with 4 nights. That's all I need. We're like to Greece.
Yes. Like I
You're
could
gonna fly there
never.
for 4 nights. She's like, and can Mike's be the same week as Nick's? We're like, okay, we know where this is going.
No, but here's the
So
thing.
demanding.
It's like for me to say to Joe and everyone, my family, hi guys, I'm going to Mykonos for a bachelorette party for 7 days. My life would fall apart. It's not even like worth what would happen, and like the anxiety. I won't even enjoy myself. Like I'm thinking 3 nights tops. There is just no way in hell I can leave everyone for 7 nights and enjoy myself for that long. And I know you get disappointed in that with me, but like I can't even imagine going to Mykonos and partying for 7 nights straight with Joe
We
at
don't
home.
have to party. We will have
We
a
can
nice
spa,
mix. Spa day. You know
dinner.
you love to relax. You
We're
could
gonna-
FaceTime Joe. It's all
Yeah, and
good.
he'll hang up on every single FaceTime call. He's already said to me 3 times, like, Mykonos. Like,
Everyone
Mykonos.
start DMing Melissa
No.
that this is not a thing. She's gonna be fine. 7 nights. Like just like DM her 7 nights.
No,
7 nights.
Major
Oh
anxiety.
my god! If we can get her 4 to 5, I feel like that would be
Yeah, I would be.
huge.
That's fine.
That would be huge, and we'll send Joe away the same time.
Well,
with
I just
Mike.
said it would be great if the guys went on the same, like on a trip
Not
this
for
same.
me. I
Why?
need it separate because
oh,
he's the
no.
foundation. He holds down all the businesses.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's talk about businesses for a second because a lot of people don't know how inspiring both of you actually are. You're both very young. You're both very inspiring. You did get a nice little start from a great man, your father, who kicked it into high gear for you guys. But I want to talk a little bit about just like businesses and like how much you two are really true entrepreneurs. And like, let's just discuss for a second. For anyone who doesn't know, my godfather is my dad's brother. If you're just tuning in, he is their father, Tara and Nicholas. Explain, first of all, what did he do? He founded Hand and Stone. Go ahead, Nick.
49 years old and decided I'm a physical therapist for 20 years. I have a passion for the massage industry and how massage really does benefit people mentally, emotionally, physically. And at first it was like, I own 188 Massage. Maybe I'll own a massage school. This massage industry is
Wait, hold
booming.
on. I remember him saying when I was a very young girl and I didn't understand what this meant. He walked up to like my dad and said, "Oh my God, I just bought 1-800-Massage."
Yeah.
And that was huge at the time. For him to think, I'm going to just buy 1-800-Massage.
Yeah, bought the number.
Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And so he had heard of the ability to make a membership out of getting massages. So like instead of going to get a massage on vacation, now think about it. People get massages and now facials all the time. It's just part of your lifestyle.
Routine.
So 2004, 18 years later, Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. We have over 550 locations nationwide and in Canada, still growing in so many other markets. And we grew up in that business. Yep. I mean, Tara ran the original location for over 7 years. He was only 49. So I always say that because I think of myself at 32, how lucky I am to be able to be just engrossed into business and entrepreneurship now, because the grind, going into your 50s and the whole business was essentially put on our home equity line, and it was basically a credit card.
Right.
Line of credit, because you can never anticipate how much money it's going to be. And he had investors, but of course it was never enough.
Right.
But he's now since retired, and he was the CEO, and then he got a CEO, and that really took it to the next level. And so we love personal care. We love wellness. People come to Hand and Stone to get a massage, they get a facial, and it's their escape. So Tara and I.
It's a huge
opened
company.
one
You
together.
can't go anywhere where you don't see a Hand and Stone. I mean, it's a very, and I have to say, I'm always very proud to be like, oh my God, that's my godfather. My godfather created that. And we're talking about a man who was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Okay. This is a true entrepreneur in every sense of the word, who tried many other businesses. He wanted to make, movies at one point. He didn't know really, he tried and failed. And this is a true guy who really stuck to it. And I think that's an important piece to this. He was a physical therapist, right? So he knew what he was doing and with bodies and with that aspect.
People.
But he truly tried so many other avenues that would fail on him, other businesses, right?
Yeah.
So, and then he really dove you two into it. And now you guys own a bunch of franchises, correct? On your own, because
Yeah.
it is a franchise.
Believe it or not, we're up to 11, which across those 11 locations in New Jersey, we have over 400 employees. And the idea of 2 was I would have fallen over. But, for everyone out there that's just nervous about, tipping their toes in business, if you know how to execute and you believe in it, you will be successful. Because I think we're successful because of how we execute it, and we surround ourselves with amazing people. It takes a village. And what do you think our dynamic now is
I mean, you guys are a
running these
brother and
businesses?
sister.
We're so lucky that we get along so well, and we could be brutally honest with each other.
We're so direct.
I feel like Nick is the boss, though, Tara.
He is. I allow that. I know he's, my younger brother, but I give credit where credit's due, and Nick is a great leader.
And he lets you have your 3 children and do both, because you're a working mom.
We have a great balance, and that's why it works, and we just have respect for each other. So I think that's why it's a great partnership together. Not everybody in family
You're
could
in
do
charge of payroll, right? I always hear Tara saying.
Everyone jokes about that.
I always hear Tara say, I have to do payroll. Nick's going to be so mad at me. I have to do payroll.
I ran the flagship store while you were at Penn State. I put a lot of time in that spa. But we have our responsibilities. Listen, people don't realize behind the scenes what goes on to run a business. The things that we do that you don't see physically in our spa locations.
Right.
We can't be in all 11 of them. We're doing things from home at our desk, and that's what keeps us busy. Daily operations.
And you guys have really branched off just beyond Hand and Stone, because you've done so well. First of all, let me just compliment you guys on the fact that I don't think you realize that it is so rare for a brother and sister to be able to run a company that acquires as much money as this company does and has this much responsibility as it does and this many locations, and love each other so hard with no animosity. Every time I see you two, you are never arguing over the work aspect. I've never heard either of you had an argument over who's doing more of the workload. I've definitely I'm not saying never, but it's not to the point that it interrupts your lives, your family's lives, our lives, your extended family. Like, it's very rare, I'm sorry, that you guys are running this company equally and together, and that you do like have such understanding. Like, really, congratulations on that, because that's a huge accomplishment, and it's very rare, and I look up to that, because I wonder, even if my sister and I ran a company together, would we battle each other on like, well, I did this today, well, did you do this today, well, can you get this done? Like, that's rough. And I don't know if it's because you are, you have the 3 kids. Nick, you respect that. You let her be your mom. You have a little bit more time on your hands, and you take on a little bit more of the workload. I think it's fair to say.
I'd say a lot bit more of the workload, but, listen, we
understand
respect
boundaries.
for each other. We do.
Literally, what's my Monday morning like? I'm on my way, and I give her a call, and I'm like, well, what's your schedule today? What's your schedule tomorrow? What is your schedule Wednesday like? And I know when I can make sure she can do these things. And she, you need me to guide you of what to do. And that could feel frustrating, but not anymore, right? Like, we've really gone a long way to understand and embrace and respect our differences and our strengths.
Absolutely.
And that was the journey that I think we, we'll, I'm sure, have challenges from time to time, especially now.
Of course you
we're,
will.
We're going into a brand new business from scratch, and it feels like we're like growing a brand, even though that it exists.
Together. Well, let's talk about that too. Not only do they own all of these franchises of Hand and Stone, but they have very, very recently decided that they are now going to branch off into
the dry bar
industry. The dry bar. We're opening up 10 locations in New Jersey because I love getting my hair blown out.
Right.
And I love this, the culture of the company. It's the products. It's amazing. We're so excited to be a part of the self-care industry and add on to it.
We all love a good blow. That's like, for real, like, not even joking. I live for a good blowout. And the fact that my family can hand me gift cards for Christmas for a great blowout and a great massage is always a plus. And I almost get insulted if I leave Christmas without like some type of facial gift card of some sort. I mean, if I owned that
You're
kind
a
of
great
thing.
client.
Well, you're going to be at our grand opening and probably making a poster too.
Yeah, but guys, listen, you're young. It's very admirable that you guys have learned how to do the franchise businesses, and now you're now creating them. This is kind of separate from Daddy, right? Because Daddy has nothing to do with Dry Bar. This is Tara and Nick moving on to Dry Bar, which is huge. You've learned from him. You've learned how to kind of step out of your boundaries, right? And like, maybe get a credit line or whatever it is you guys need to do what you're doing now. But Dry Bar is super cool. I feel like you guys are just going to take care of us. Like, you're going to give us a good face, a good hair. You're going to massage our feet. Like, you're really in the self-care industry.
I mean, it's everything. I feel like, we nowadays people are proud and not really intimidated or embarrassed to do things for themselves. And we need it. I think, like, self-care has come with this social media nonstop crazy world that we're in, where like you need to have your me time. And like, I know moms especially, to be able to just walk in, get handed a glass of champagne or a mimosa or a cup of coffee, and just basically hand their hair to some professional to just make an amazing blowout and make themselves feel good. That's like, I think that won't ever go away in this world of online. Like, that experience is
personal
what we like
care.
to be. Yeah.
And self-care. Well, listen, I think it's absolutely amazing that you guys branch up. I look up to you guys too, and look at, like, I have my own little business, right?
I'm so proud of your business.
Well, thank you.
I think it's amazing. Like, we'll be together. You'll post a picture of you wearing a shirt, and all of a sudden your phone's going off with sales. I'm like, look how like.
Wait, they all giggle. By the way, I have an app.
Handle it. Like, she can just jump in front of the camera, throw a sweater on, and then sell it in seconds. I'm like, this is insane. Like, you should have been doing this like your whole life. Like, you're very good at marketing yourself and selling clothes. Everything looks great on you, and you have this amazing boutique that I can't stop ordering.
I know. I have a lot of your money. Also, she does get the friends and family discount. I will say that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, and I do love that we're all like little business women, and you're a mom of 3 too, so be a woman in business and to show your children that mommy works every day. And we do all party hard, and we're true meaning of like work hard, play hard. That is this family to the nth degree. It's very like work hard, play hard, and I feel like that's what we're going to breed, and that's what we do.
Work-life balance.
And that's what we love. Anything else exciting coming up in 2023 with Hand and Stone? Anything you want to tell my listeners? Like anything that we should know about it?
I mean, we are the largest provider of skincare in the entire country, believe it or not. So, besides massages, we offer amazing facials, and we kind of just keep upping the ante with the type of services that we offer. We have great product lines, Clarity, Dermalogica, and now Image.
Love Dermalogica.
And, we're offering services with technology. So Allergan has that amazing service known as Diamond Glow, and now we're rolling out. Dermalogica came out with their own Pro Pen, which is like that micro needle type of pen where they'll nano infuse into your skin an amazing serum with also exfoliating your skin.
Wow.
So I'm gonna need
all of these things, guys.
You got it. I mean, the amount of facials that I've gotten now versus massage, it's kind of incredible. But I love skincare, and there's nothing like having great skin.
And you do practice what you preach. I will say, also in the Quarantine Cousins group chat, Nick will show us like what he's done to his face lately, and like what he's tried. And Tara will text us her stomach often, and like procedures that she has tried.
We have this new cryo skin treatment at the spa. It actually really works. And
it really works. She does look crazy different in the before and after. And I yell it. I'm like, Tara, is this real? She's like, yes, we just got it at the spa. It's called cryo skin. I'm like, I'm gonna need to do that before we go on our little family vacation. Yeah, but so we do all practice what we preach. I feel like we all are into like taking care of ourselves, which is very important. We all work out. I feel like we're all very healthy.
We're like, go to the gym, get a shrink,
get a therapist, get a shrink.
But
Tara will always say to me, like, and Nick, both of you guys,
therapy.
Yes,
please.
like
so important.
Just do it.
But
yes, and I'm one who doesn't, and these two encourage me. They say that everyone needs it, right? Let's talk about that for a second.
The amount of times, like, I just got off the phone with my therapist. I'm good now.
Yeah,
and it really does help you too.
Whether it's a phone call in the car or
doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It's just like a sounding board.
How often do you talk to a therapist?
I mean, I would say on average, like 2 times a month.
That's
when
not
I'm
that
in my
often.
routine. Yeah. Bi-weekly is great. If I have to go weekly, I will. It's just, that's my accountability. I think when you're your own boss, I create accountability for myself, which is my self-care. And even like I have a business advisor, like you have to check yourself in order to like keep on the good stuff. I'm always like, I don't want this to take this for granted. So I want to keep doing well. So I need to do my self-care.
You know what, guys? I actually do on this podcast. I promote something called BetterHelp, which is online therapy.
Amazing.
It's pretty amazing. And a lot of my listeners have started using BetterHelp. And, they found a great therapist through it. And they are very, very happy. It's like a Zoom and online therapist that you can find. And people have been like, so happy with it. It's insane.
Yeah, I know. I have a good friend that BetterHelp, I think, like changed his whole life. Like that's the other thing. It's so accessible now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's so like not frowned upon. Like it's encouraged.
It's not. When I think back in the day, it was almost like an embarrassing thing. And it was almost like you don't need therapy. Was something wrong with you? Are you psychotic? Like what the heck? And nowadays it's like if you don't have a therapist, it's like, well, I feel bad. That's a shame. Right? Because
like,
you need someone.
Norm.
Right. And you would be surprised how much your healthcare does take care of that for you too. So, but I do love how you guys always do promote like, therapy and discussing your feelings and working things out in relationships. You guys are great at that. Like very modern. You're both very modern.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a modern mom as well.
Yes, she is.
I've taken a page from your book with
yes.
momming things over the years.
Well, you have seen me, I will say, go like you've actually seen me in 2 different hats, right? Yeah. So you've seen me be not so modern in the beginning to the point where
you became a modern mom.
Yes.
I remember of you just being a stay-at-home mom, like being home with the kids all day, completely different from this one now. But it's okay to do both. It's okay to wear 2 different hats. It's okay to work as a mom. It's okay to
Agreed.
Be whatever kind of mom.
Agreed. And I'm like a billboard for the fact that I have been both. I have tried both.
Yep.
I prefer being a working mom. I also loved being a stay-at-home mom, but there's something about having your own sense of something that works for you. Also having your own money in your pocket. There's something very great about it and just makes you feel secure and good. And I know it's not easy for everyone to break into that role. It takes a while. It took me many years. But I always encourage people, just like you guys are encouraging people to build a business or move forward with things, like take baby steps and to try, whether it be, you know, a mom trying to step out or someone trying to open a franchise or little things, because these businesses start little and they get really big, as my godfather has proven to us that it's huge. He's huge.
We're always like looking out, I feel like, for everybody in our family. We're like, all right, what are you good at? Okay,
right.
Brielle, you're really good at doing makeup. Like, let's start, like we were talking about over the weekend. Let's come up with a business idea for her. Like, what can this one do? Like, we're always trying to think who's good at what, because I feel like we have so many good talents in this family. I mean,
we do powwow with each other, or
like,
if we feel like someone's having a weak moment on what to do in life or which way they want to turn, we will sit together as a family and try to help them and say, well, what are you good at? What would your strengths be? What can we help you get good at? We also promote each other on Instagram, all of us. Hey guys, the group text will say, like, I just posted a really great picture, can everyone go like take a look at it or repost it? And we all do that. So I feel like we're great at doing things like that. And we didn't all start with like silver spoons in our mouths. Tara, you want to tell a really funny personal story once, that when I first married Joe and you and your current husband Danny just started to date? Go ahead.
Just started to date. We're going out for like our first grown-up dinner with couples, which is you and Joe and Kimmy and Joey, your sister and brother-in-law. And we had nothing. We were in our young 20s and everyone's just ordering food and drinks and food. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, how are we going to pay for this? And my now husband, like the bill comes and he just hands your husband $60. He's like, here you go, bro.
This is my share.
This is what I got out of the ATM before I came here.
How funny is that? And you told me, like you tell me now as an adult, like you were so stressed out during that dinner.
Because you're literally asking him, like, so are you going to marry my cousin? I'm like, we literally just met 4 weeks ago.
Well, that was probably Joe. Joe's that guy.
Yeah, Joe was asking.
He's very much so like, oh, you're a couple, then get married.
Yes.
You know, Joe was engaged 2 times before me because he just believes in marriage.
Yes, he does. And that's what I love sitting and listening to him talk about when we do date nights and stuff. He's just all about like, love your family, be with your family, support each other, go home and love each other. And that's just like my favorite quality about Joe, listening to him talk that way.
He does like to preach. And we went somewhere recently with you and Joe. Maybe it was some type of vacation. And you came off that vacation being like, I just want to hear what Joe has to say. Yeah. I don't remember where we went or what we did.
Vegas, and we had our fun time in Vegas. I think.
You like leave a dinner or wanting to
Hamptons.
love your spouse more after you're with Joe. Like, I swear, he's the therapist when we all go out.
He really is.
People leave and they're just like, I'm going to go home and be with my wife.
I'm going to go home and hug her and tell her how beautiful she is. And
he spreads it.
He does spread it. I don't think we give him enough credit in that category.
Sending him to like Mike. I'm like, Joe, talk to Mike.
Talk to Mike. Tell him
what I need.
Joe. Tell him what he can be doing better. No, but Joe is that guy. I know a lot of you just know him from the show, but he truly is that guy when he's sitting around family. He's inspiring. He tells us what we can do better at when it comes to like marriage and relationships. Yes. That is Joe's that is his thing.
He loves love.
But anyway, guys, I am so happy we did this 2-parter. People love you guys. They love my family. And I love that all of these strangers and fans and followers that I have in my life that have become like my second family love my real family. So I am just proud of you guys. I'm happy that you guys can sit with me and see me kind of in boss mode.
This is really cool to see you in this setting, like in your office. I'm so proud of you.
You need to just keep this going.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And my favorite podcasts, honestly, are the ones that I do with my family and like my mother and my aunt and my sister. So I'm definitely going to have you guys back. I'm so proud of you for everything that you guys have achieved. For everyone out there listening, make sure you check out Hand and Stone. Make sure you check out the dry bars. They really are amazing. I am a personal customer. I go all the time. I get my regular facials. I will be at Dry Bar now also getting my blowouts. Really, really incredible staff. All of them are awesome. You will not be disappointed. And every time you go, just think like Melissa Gorga's godfather created this, and you're just going to enjoy it that much more. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. So everybody, we love you so much, guys. You want to say goodbye to all my people out there? They love you guys so much.
Thank you for having us, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed our talk.
Thank you for having us. This was so much fun to be a part of this.
And I want to thank you guys for supporting me and my family and being so supportive of us and always just rooting us on. And we appreciate you. And we do want to continue to make you guys proud. We don't mind being that family that people love and enjoy to watch. So happy, healthy New Year. We are about to be in 2023.
Insane.
So this is huge, guys. Let's wish everyone a happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New
Health,
Year.
happiness.
Yep.
Health, happiness, all good things. We're giving so much love from the Marco family and the Gorgas and everyone else. We love you guys. Mwah.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.